What's up, everyone, and welcome back to the Stocks with Mike and Tom show. We have a great episode today. A lot of stocks popped up, and we're also going to cover Gamestop earnings. I know a lot of people had their eyes on it. Overall, we have a great video for everyone today. Let us know what stocks you are watching in the comments down below, and we'll probably cover them in tomorrow's video. But with that being said, Tom, what's going on with Gamestop earnings?
Yeah, it's actually pretty crazy. They actually had a 379% decrease on their EPS, and their EPS came in pretty bad. As we can see, it was negative 1.39, and it was actually, like I said, a 379% decrease year over year from a negative 0.29 EPS last year. So it was a pretty big drop, and we can see it definitely came in well below the estimates. Just not a good thing to see here, but there was some good news. Their sales actually came in at $1.3 billion, beating out a $1.19 billion estimate, and their sales are actually up 29% year over year. So that's great to see that their sales went up, but at the same time, their EPS went down. Kind of reminds me of DraftKings, but hey, I'm glad to see that the sales are growing, and that's really good news. And hopefully they do good with Black Friday and Cyber Monday and everything like that just went on.
Yeah, so their earnings conference call did not come out yet, but as of right now, GameStop definitely isn't looking too good in after hours. And Tom, I know a bunch of people are going to be asking, about the most important levels on this one. So let us know what you're seeing, maybe like swing trade levels, day trade levels. Like, let us know like the most important things to look out for.
Yeah, definitely. As far as day trading levels, you're definitely going to need to look at $160 for tomorrow. As you can see here in after hours, we came down, touched 160, and then we popped right back up. So that's going to be a pretty big support down here. We can see we touched it actually last Friday. So definitely eye up 160. If we do end up moving back to the upside, I feel like that 170 is going to be a pretty big resistance. And then after that, 180 is going to be the biggest one. So if we do end up seeing this go up, then definitely watch for 180. But I think it's going to be pretty hard for GameStop to rise with the EPS going down 379% year over year. That's a pretty bad number, but hey, the sales came in good, so it could have a chance to go up, but I would lean more to the downside here with it falling below 160.
Gotcha. So let's say we fall below 160. What's the next level after that?
After that, it's kind of hard to look at here on the chart. We haven't been this low actually in a long time. I have to go out pretty far here on the 180-day 4-hour chart. I would say 150 is definitely going to be the next big one. We touched there 3 other times back in like July and August and September, it looks like. So definitely eye up like right around $150. I think that'll be a huge support if we do end up breaking below 160, and that could make for a pretty good scalp play tomorrow. But keep in mind, the earnings are going to be all over the place, and keep in mind, I would really react to what happens. So if we fall below 160, it could be a really nice play, possibly down to 150. And if we go up, then I would definitely play the breakout towards 180.
Awesome stuff. So good stuff there. And then Tom, what other news do we have going on?
The SPY did not do too well today, but it did end up closing up 0.26%. And we did have a little bit of a move up at the end of the day. And we had good news come out with Pfizer and biotech. And apparently Pfizer says that their booster dose provides high level of protection against the Omicron variant in their initial lab study. So that was great news to see. We can see that Pfizer had a pretty explosive move this morning, and they ended up going flat throughout the day. But I feel like that this news is great for the overall market more than it is for Pfizer or BioNTech. And as we can see, the SPY did pretty decent here today, holding up pretty well. I will say I expected a little bit of a slowdown today, Mike, but the market did pretty decent. We actually had DraftKings continue up 6.7%. We also had Roblox up 7%. Fastly had a very nice move along with AI. It was honestly a really good day again for the growth stocks. And I feel like that maybe this variant news helped fuel this.
True that. I would say the market had a pretty good day. You look at some of the powerhouse stocks like Apple, and that thing's just exploding. Today it was up 2.5%. It is just exploding, and it's really carrying the market. And kind of like what you mentioned with the growth stocks, they're finally popping back up. There are so many great stocks at great levels, in my opinion, right now. You guys know I love DraftKings, and they had a 7% update today, and there's just a lot of them out there, whether it's DraftKings or AI or Corsair or Zoom or Peloton or whatever. There's just a lot of good stocks at good levels.
Yeah, there really is. And I feel like for the longer term, this is going to be a really good buying opportunity, guys. I know that, we've been saying this for the past couple of months, but, these stocks aren't going to stay down here forever. And eventually they're probably going to get a move back to the upside. And I feel like that we've been seeing a little bit of a hint of that this week. And it's been a really good week so far. We had 3 explosive days, and hopefully that continues into tomorrow and then possibly Friday. I think that would make for a very nice week. And with all these growth stocks going up, we actually had the value stocks going back down today, Mike. We actually had stocks like Bank of America, KO, and stocks like that in the red, while these growth stocks are really fueling the market.
Very interesting. So overall, there's a lot of good buying opportunities right now. So definitely consider picking up some shares for the long term. But with that being said, let's get right into the momentum plays for tomorrow. With the first one, we have Redfin to the upside.
Yeah, with Redfin, go ahead and make them break out above $43 even. They had like a nice double top up there.
Sounds good. Then with the next one, we have Zoom also to the upside.
Yeah, Zoom, they're actually like right on this 1,000 SMA. Go ahead and make them break out above 196.
And then with the last one, we have Peloton also to the upside.
Yeah, these guys need to start getting up here. Make them break out above 46.60.
All right, so we are watching these 3 plays for potential day trades tomorrow to the upside, only if they break above the level Tom listed. But while we're on the topic of Peloton, we definitely have to highlight the bot play today. The hybrid bot had an amazing call out with Peloton. It called out the Peloton 42 strike calls at $172 each, and these calls ran all the way up to $435 each in a couple hours. This is a 150% pop in a couple hours. The bot's been doing pretty well overall. Of course, not every single play pops, and of course it has some bad plays every I guess you say every now and then, but overall the bot does an amazing job. We can see the Peloton call out was amazing. Popped for 150% in a couple hours. So if you want to try it out, definitely check out the first link in the description and the comments down below. You can cancel at any time, and we have a coupon running, so now's the time to try it out. But with that being said, I just want to shout out our member of the day really quickly, and that is Medusa in the YouTube comments. So huge shout out, Medusa. Thanks so much for all the comments on YouTube. Comments really help us grow our channel, and we greatly appreciate them. So thank you so much for the comments. And let's get right into the comments from the previous video. With the first comment, we have stock mentioning Mrvl. So looking at Mrvl, this stock has been doing pretty well, especially over the past year. It's a solid company. I like them for the long term. I mean, they're not my favorite stock in the entire market, but I feel like they're a pretty good stock, pretty good company. And I will say, though, for the short term, they are looking a little bit overbought.
Yeah, I think so too. And this company's been on fire this year. I feel like this is a great company to own for the longer term if you get them at a good price. I just feel like that right now I'm kind of with Mike. They are definitely a little bit overbought. I feel like they might come back down, but then again, sometimes these stocks just keep going. So it's going to be hard to say. If you really like them, you could maybe get a little bit of a starter position up here, but I'm kind of with Mike. It's a little bit overextended, and I would think you could almost get a little bit of a discount in the future.
True that. And then we have Outlaw saying, hey, Mike and Tom, do you guys believe that Palantir will breach $18? Thanks for all you do. So thanks for the comment. Looking at Palantir, I don't think it'll breach 18, but even if it does, I'll probably just buy the dip. So I feel like we're seeing a lot of growth stocks specifically rebound back up, which is awesome to see. Now, here's the thing. Even if it does touch $18 again, like I said, I'll probably just buy the dip, maybe get some shares, maybe leaps, or maybe even some short put options.
Yeah, definitely. And I kind of don't think it'll even get back down there either. It's kind of in an inverse head and shoulders setup. Somebody pointed this out this morning on a different play, and it was looking pretty good on that setup. And, honestly, it's setting up pretty well on Palantir too. If you guys know inverse head and shoulders, it definitely is setting up well. And I will say, if we start to break out up above $20 a share, I could see Palantir going on a pretty nice uptrend here. So hopefully we see it, and it closed up very strong today. And I would definitely throw this one on the radar for tomorrow too.
Awesome. And then we have William saying stocked up. Hope you guys are good. What are your thoughts on UPST? So I like this one for the long term. Again, it's not my favorite setup in the market. I like other stocks a lot more, but I do like this one, and I'm really considering getting like a long term position on it. It's at a pretty decent level, and honestly, I'm probably going to buy the dip.
Yeah, and we talked about this one a lot on this morning's live stream too. And if you guys are interested, definitely check that out. It's Stocked Up Live on YouTube. We go live every single morning. But man, Upstart has been a pretty good stock over the past couple of years, Mike, ever since they came on the market. And, them and AFRM, I feel like are in some pretty good sectors, being in like the credit or the lending sector. And I feel like that they could do pretty good for the next few years, even though they've been dipping, they still have had some pretty good growth over the past couple of years.
You know it. So Tom, do you have any last minute stocks, options, or anything you are watching for tomorrow?
Man, I'm really keeping my eye on a pretty key stock here, NIO. I feel like they are back on the uptrend. They look pretty good to the upside. And, these China stocks have been taking a bit of a dip recently. And I feel like the NIO has been going right back up with these growth stocks. And if we see them start to possibly break out tomorrow up above their high of day today, which is like 35.30, or even if you make a solid level up there around 35.50, I feel like we could see a pretty good move out of them. And, the growth stocks are on fire. And if they continue, NIO should be a pretty good play for tomorrow as well.
There we go. Well, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you trade options, definitely check out the first link in the description and the comments down below to get access to daily option swing trades, day trades in a private community. You can cancel at any time, and the bot play today was insane. It went from $172 up to $435 in a couple hours, which is a 150% pop. We have a coupon running, so if you want to try out the bot, now's the time. Again, it's that first link in the description and the comments down below. If you guys like our content, make sure to subscribe. But other than that, thanks for watching.